G'day, Tragic here, and we're back in Trek Night, and yeah, I just feel like I'm really having a bad time of it in this particular game. Made some really poor decisions, especially with Lursa, who's all the way down here, just still level. It's almost the end of the second round, and she's still she still hasn't leveled up once. That is just pathetic. Everybody should be, if when I play Mage Knight, I like to get everyone their second skill, if possible, by the end of round 2. The only thing we've really accomplished is that we have opened up the elite units for next round, so yeah, this is just bad news all round. Also, what I'm going to do is, basically he took over this thing, so he's actually moved in there, so we'll just grab his control marker and move him in there. And I think just for fun, I'm going to start using these little guys. Oops, I need to just set this to 30 degrees so they rotate a little easier. Yeah, so I'm basically just going to put out these little things just to make it a little bit cooler looking. We'll grab the Borg sphere as well. These don't do anything. I originally planned, when I first made the mod, the plan was to have that actually be the model, but I just never got around to it. It's something I will eventually do at some point, but for now it's just like this. And there's another one here, but people who still want to do it can still grab. I've still got the basic models here just for aesthetics. Anyway, whatever. The point is, he's actually here is the major point and not here, which is a huge difference. So let's get straight into this. We are playing Sisko now. He's still got a wound. He's got diplomacy 5. He's got a repair and he's got some attack. Now, I really wanted Martog to pick up this skill, mainly because it is a Klingon skill. And that's something weird about this game. You feel really pressured to try and match the cards up to the proper races and classes and stuff. But Honor gives him attack. See, the thing is, it's not too good for Sisko because it keeps wounds in his hand. It's great for Martog because he's got those discarding wound card things. And I kind of wanted this to go to Picard. Now, Picard is up here. We have two quite powerful things that probably can't attack this turn. He could move back. It costs 3 to move back and pick up that card, which might even be worth it. Anyway, what else can he do? 5 will get him to access there, and he can then explore, probably maybe get a city, and that'd be good because then Picard would be in range for a nice easy dual assault on that city. That might be the best plan, actually. This guy here, what has he got? This is a Borg sphere. It's not too hard. Remember, he's only 6 damage, and he is 7 damage, but he's got blue and physical resistance. So basically, you've got to hit him with red. And I believe that symbol is... That's actually... if I press the right buttons. That actually is brutal, yeah. Energy dissipator. So that's double damage. Oh no, wait. If ship receives 1 or more damage, player must immediately discard. Okay, so that is... So antimatter weapon is double damage. Energy dissipator is paralyze. Right, so he's got paralyze. So we have to block 6. Now remember, we don't have to use special block. It's just colors versus colors. So you just need 6 block. You just can't block with blue, otherwise it's doubled. So how much movement has he got? None. No movement at all, as usual. So I guess he's going to go repair. And he's going to go... Oh wait, what have you got in the source? Absolutely nothing. But we did get a red from last turn, so we can go bam. That's 5, 6. Gives us 6. That, and we're going to take seasoned away team. You blonk. And draw cards. Can we get some move, please? Okay, we've got some move finally. And we still haven't used any data. Look at that source, all black. Okay, so now it's Mortog's turn, and he really wants to take this. But he could take this for diplomacy. Oh, he can't. He needs a. This is the only one he can grab. 4 diplomacy, 2 attack. Oh wait, that's actually a Dominion Starbase. You can't get either of these guys. Still, let's see what other cards are available. Oh, Changeling. This is like the most this card is ridiculous, okay? This card is one of the most ridiculous cards. For a blue and a black, you can basically discard a crew member you already have and replace it with a randomly drawn gold card. That's just crazy. So basically, you can buy. I could hire this guy for 4, then cast this and get a random elite, which is obviously very good. I guess you could just take this guy out. It's only 4/3. He does have diplomacy, but I don't think we need that. We can't hire anything because nothing can be hired. What a terrible, terrible set of cards. This card has just been dead in our hand for a while. Okay, so we're going to go. There's all yellow in the source. So that's 4 attack, 2, 3 block from this guy over here. So, it costs 4 to block though, and it's 3 to kill. So that kills him at 4 attack, and just use this as a shield. Bam. So that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, because we're using for 2, and we've actually, yeah, so that's 4 block. We're using that for block, and I don't even need to do this. What am I doing? That's 2 block, and that is 2 block. And this guy is now dead. So it's 2, 1, 2, goes up again, and he gets a level up. So what have we got here? Diplomacy. For the rest of this turn, except during combat, you may pay diplomacy to draw cards at a cost of 2 diplomacy for each card drawn. It's an interesting card. I think it's a new one, not in Mage Knight. For the rest of this turn, except during combat, you may play diplomacy to draw cards at a cost of 2 diplomacy for each card drawn. How is that different? Oh, it's diplomacy 4. That's what's different. Yeah, that's more like it. Wow, look at this. Long range 4 off and a red crystal. But see, this is so strong. -2, -3. I think I'm going to take the long range 4. That's like that white Ice Bolt card. Your blam. And skills. I don't want any more discarding skills. So what's this thing? What have we got in here? Red and a black. We have taken the bottom card, so we can take one of these if we like. And then you're not allowed to ever take your own skills. This is diplomacy 3 or diplomacy 2 on planets. I think I'm actually going to take this. Okay. And I'm also going to discard this card. And, well, I don't even need to because I may as well keep it. And I can use it as a sideways card. Now we are into Lursa's turn. She's just having the worst time. She's got 4 movement. Use an additional die from the source, but they're all black. Just horribly bad. This can create a gold data token, which the gold data tokens are what we already have. So that doesn't help us. So 4 movement's going to get us. Okay, let's just go 2 movement to here. So we're going to spend that using this card. Actually, let's do it using... Yeah, let's do it using this card. And then we're going to... Maybe I should go 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. No. Okay, so we're just going to go here and we're going to access this planet. Yonk. What you got for us? Diplomacy 10. Wow. Or we face 4 damage and 6 incoming. So we can't do 6 long range. We can produce 4... Oh, wait. Before I reveal the token... Oh, damn it. Before I reveal the token, I have to... Let's shuffle that. Before I reveal the token, I have to send these people on the away mission. Now let's reveal the token. Oh, it's the same one. I did actually shuffle that. Okay, so 10, 6, 4. So we can produce 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can produce 4 using his diplomacy. That's 4. We've got no cards in stock, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh man, it's just the worst, isn't it? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we don't use any dice yet again. But we do manage to kill something finally and get a level up. 6. So she actually levels up twice. And now she's not looking too bad. But she's still at the back. Right, so all this gets discarded. He's no longer there. And she has no cards to draw. But she gets to pick one from the offer. Yablam. Okay, so what have you got here? Post torpedoes, diplomacy to draw. I'm going to take this one, the attack one. And I forgot to look at the skills first. 1, 2. What was this thing we just picked up again? That's -3. So that's +1 to ranged. It's pretty powerful. And this gives us a blue and a black. I'm going to take this one to ensure that we can cast our spells. And that is her done. And then she draws 5 cards. Excellent. Right, so I just found a huge error in Lursa and Bator's turn. We produced 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this made 3. So we produced 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? Which looks on the surface that it beats it because we needed 10 to beat it. Oh, it was actually this one. We needed 10 to beat this one. But she's actually -1. So we actually don't beat it at all. So this whole thing is a complete failure. So I have to redo her entire turn. Okay, so this, for starters, has to go back here. And we didn't roll any dice or spend any mana. We went on the away mission. We have to produce 10 diplomacy, but we have only a maximum of 10, but we're -1, so we can't actually beat this. Now, this guy has 3 wounds, and we have a damage of 4, which means he takes 1 wound, and now there's a damage of 1. There is no damage, there's no one else to soak up any damage, so 1 damage gets through. That means that it's the away team has been wiped out and it's an instant failure. And this goes back here. And we lose 2 reputation for failing our mission. And that's that. So not only did she fail the away team, she wounded Wei Yong, and she didn't level up, so it was -6. So she does not have this thing or this thing. Oh my, this is just so depressing. We'll give that another shuffle. And we are still basically where we were. And that's her great, fantastic turn. And that was the 2 she used to move. Right, so yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. So we've fixed that up now. Oh, that's so depressing. Man, this is not going well. And finally, we have the Bacard, who... I've got tons of diplomacy and heal. 5, 9... Movement, not any attack. This is all movement. I've got no attack, basically. He doesn't have any attack. Absolutely no attack. I can stop someone from attacking, but then I lose 4 diplomacy. And we have a red mana die. And we have a white die for starting at a tower. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Let's do this one. Okay, where are you? Bam. Okay, so the way this works is that it has a planetary mission and it has a space mission. So you draw the space mission and then do it. And then, if that's successful, you then do the planetary mission. And they're separate. So first we draw the space mission, which is the Dominion Outpost. Ooh, and it's a really bad one. So that's a 3. Something else that's interesting is, as far as I know, the defensive resistances do not affect spells at all. This is the resistance chart. It's got nothing to do with spells. Should just check that. Yeah, as far as I can tell, there is no resistance to discover cards at all. So we can still cast a discover card, as far as I'm aware. Why was I looking that up? I don't actually have any discover cards, so it doesn't matter. That's right. This guy here, he's non-resistant to blue, but it doesn't matter. You can cast blue cards anyway. So it's not going to stop us, but I will post a question about that because it seems ridiculously strong. So we cannot kill this guy at all. But what I can do is do that to target enemy does not attack this combat, so he doesn't attack and we just leave him on the space. Then we have to do the planet. Before I do that, I'm going to tap this guy to ready a level 1 or 2 crew member. Can we do that during combat? That is a spanner. Actually, we cannot do spanners during combat, but I can't see the one that gets the blue data token. I can actually do that during combat. So we're in the middle of combat. So what I'm actually going to do is not block this at all. So I'm not going to block this. We're going to get 3 damage, which is got brutal. So we take 2 wounds. And then I'm going to leave it alone. So we do not actually attack it. This will go back into the source. I am then going to send him on the away team. Does he get +2 his... +3 shields, +2 to attacks, and +2 to long range. So he does not affect long range. So I'm not going to send the captain, because you can only use these skills if you send the captain. So I'm just sending down Riker. And flip. Okay, so we need 10 diplomacy to beat that. So I'm going to tap this guy. That gives us 4 diplomacy. plus we are already at +1, so we're at 5 diplomacy. And then I'm going to go bam, and I'm going to use the red data from the source, and that gives us another 5, so that is 9 plus 1 is 10. We have enough diplomacy, so we have beaten this. Okay, so that is another 6. It takes us to 26. A bit hard to see the difference. K plus. Okay, takes us to 26. That levels us up yet again. But this has yet to be conquered. Put this down, this goes away. And then I'm going to also do boom with this to repair 2. Any point in doing that? I've got 1 card in stock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I would be, yeah, so I'm going to do that. Actually, I'm not even going to use that. I'm just going to do that and heal 1. And that means I can draw up to 6 cards. And I'm ready for next turn. Oh, wait. I also finish my turn on here, which means this is healed. And I get another white for next turn. Now, I still have no combat of any kind. So there's no way I can kill this thing. Obviously won't be able to do this thing. It's just atrocious. Well, that's about that. And oh, also -1 reputation for using Intimidate or whatever. What's it? Yeah, it is Intimidate. It's still called Intimidate. I think it's called Threaten or something like that in the other one. Anyway, the point is, that is the end of that. And man, we are having a really hard time of it. This has been a very, very trying game. Lursa is just, wow, the luck. Now, her choice now is to go this way, but I think she is just going to maybe even come back around and go in there, because she needs to get over this side, because Mortog's going to be finding, you know, bases over here. So she's going to have to come through this way. There's nothing for her to kill. She's just in, oh, I don't know what she's going to do. But yeah, this has been a really tough game. I've made some pretty bad decisions. And also, by the way, when I did this thing here, I believe, I'll have to check the rules, but where was it? Here. See how there's 2 things? I'm pretty sure I need to assign away missions and everything like that before I reveal the space tile. So I was supposed to assign him before I revealed the tile. It doesn't make a big difference in this particular case, because I was always planning to use that 4 diplomacy on the planet. But I think I have to assign him to the away mission before I reveal the tile, and then if I activate him, he can't go on the away mission. I'll have to find out what the deal with that is, because yeah, there's something weird happened there I need to check up on. And that is that. That's the end of this turn, and I will see you guys next time.